Yo, what's going on YouTube? Congratulations to Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, man. Great fight. It was a great fight. I watched it twice. You know what I'm saying? I got in late, man. I got in late from this weekend gig, man. I got in late and I was just like half asleep. But anyway, man, I got a story for that one, man. I got a story for that one. But anyway, so I watched it like once, right? And then I like had to get some sleep, man. I was passed out. Then I watched it again, and then it was two questionable rounds. It was like the ninth and the 12th. And so I gave the ninth to Jacobs and the 12th to Triple G. But anyway, long story short, officially, Triple G won, man. That jab was nice, man, especially in the 12th round. That's why I had to give the 12th to Triple G, because that jab was looking good. He didn't look spent. Unlike Jacobs was little bit melodramatic for me. He was a little bit melodramatic. You know, I didn't need all that drama and stuff like that. Like you tired, like you spent and stuff. And Triple G steady coming forward, pumping that jab and stuff like that. If he could have kept his composure and put a little more English on those punches, man, he would have been, you know, uh, he would have won that round. You know what I'm saying? But and then after the bell, he like drops down to his knees on the ropes. That was a little bit too much. That was some good showmanship. But you gotta like raise your hands in the air or like jump on the coach or something like that, or something. But you gotta stand tall. You gotta stand tall, not drop out and pass out or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Because perception is everything, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do another video on that, man. I'm gonna do another video on that one. It's gonna be a good one regarding this fight. But yeah, man. On my score, first two rounds straight up Triple G. First two rounds. Third round, I thought Jacobs won that one. Fourth, who needs to analyze that one, man? Triple G got a knockdown. Then from the fifth to like the eighth, man, I thought it was all Daniel Jacobs, man. This dude was like switch hitting, and I think he started like in the first round. I don't think anybody noticed it, but I think he started like the first or second round of the fight. He was going southpaw, which was great. And then when I'm looking at the fight, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, no wonder, GGG doesn't want to fight Laura. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Anna's Laddie Laura would like beat the heck out of Triple G because Jacob started going on his toes. He started fighting southpaw and stuff like that, and he was lighting GGG up, and I was like, man, this is it. Excuse me, man. I was like, man, this almost this. Jacob's gonna pull it off, But nah, man. GGG, Golovkin disrupted that in the ninth. I'm not exactly, sure what he did. I don't exactly remember, but I just remember the dude won the ninth, man. I just looked at it. I was like, man, this dude won the ninth round, man. He did something. He busted up Jacobs' rhythm. Then, Jacobs, in my opinion, got back on the horse in the 10th and the 11th. And then, he faded, man. He faded in the 12th. But, yeah, but my scorecard, Jacobs would have won 14-13, you know. He would have won at 14-13. I don't think there were any questionable rounds from the 5th through the 8th. And if there was, then, I maybe it could have been a draw, but, at the end of the day, man, it wasn't really a robbery. Jacobs gave up 2 rounds, then, you got the knockdown. So, That's hard to come back from, man. He gave up those first 2 rounds. He didn't even do nothing. To me, he was just staring at Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Because I was kind of disappointed, man. I was kind of disappointed because, at my gig, I was able to catch like glimmers of like the second half of the fight, and I was thinking like, man, Jacobs won. They cheated. Jacobs, and I was like, I gotta see this fight. It was a good fight, but yeah, man. Hey, I'm not as it's all credit goes to Gennady Golovkin, man. Jacobs, he came in there healthy. You know what I'm saying? He came in there healthy. He didn't do the IBF same day weigh in. So no excuses, man. There's no excuses at all. You know what I'm saying? Jacobs, man, he beat cancer. He came in at a comfortable weight. Uh, Golovkin, he cut his weight, man. He made sure that he honored his obligations with the IBF and whatnot. And he got in there. He did what he had to do. Now, did he look like this what was it, mystical world beater or whatever like that? No, man, he looked human, which is good. He looked human, which is good. And I think a couple people was tweeting about this fight, and they were saying like the mystique of Triple G is gone, which is kind of maybe it's a good thing, man. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we can get Billy Joe Saunders in there next. I know Jacobs wouldn't mind a rematch. He wouldn't mind another payday. He didn't get beat up. I mean, Jacobs didn't have like a black eye. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't much clinching in the fight. It wasn't a dog down dirty fight. GGD, Golovkin did get dirty a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In those clinches. He was trying to put it on Jacobs, boy. But yeah, man, it was good, man. Jacobs was feeling himself. He was strong, man. But yeah, I want to see a rematch. I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch. Or I wouldn't mind seeing, Triple G versus, Billy Joe Saunders next. You know. But yeah, man, you guys let me know what you think, man. Unofficial, I had like Jacobs winning. The way I scored it. Maybe I have to take a look at the fifth through the eighth, round again. But yeah, Triple G most definitely won that last round, man. I think he finished strong, man. That jab was nice, man. GGG's, man. His jab is very underrated, man. He rarely uses it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he just uses it against fighters that he knows are dangerous. You know what I'm saying? He knows it's dangerous, and he has one hell of a chin too, man. Jacobs was lighting him up. He was lighting him up. It would have been better if he turned those punches over just a little bit more, and maybe throw some more, clean uppercuts and whatnot. It was a very good fight, man. GGG, he was trying to lay in on Jacobs, but maybe a GGG came in just a little bit more heavy. Excuse me, man. Maybe if he came in a little bit more heavy or something like that, he probably could have got a knockout on Jacobs, man. Because he did look, he looked drained a little bit, The guy's up there in age, man. He's up there in age. Probably should think about fighting at a catch weight, if not even the whole 168, man. Move up to 164. Call it GGG weight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I doubt if he does that, man. I think the promotional team, they need those belts for whatever reason. But I mean, everybody know who he is now, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know who Triple G is, but people didn't know who the hell Gennady Jacobs was. You know. But yeah, man, I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. We're gonna discuss a little bit more about the fan perspective of what I saw at the spot, man. I was working at regarding the fight. It's a good story, man. I'll catch y'all later. Let me know what y'all think about, who won. Do you want to see a rematch? Um, is GGG official? Was he like exposed? I don't think he was. I don't think he was exposed because I mean, technically, he been kind of exposed a long time ago. Just ain't nobody been able to whoop him. You know what I'm saying? And then every fighter has they flaw, but yeah, I enjoyed the fight, man. I'm gonna give him credit. This is one of the few fighters on his resume that I think we can give him credit for winning. Being like a full fledged middleweight. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I catch y'all later. Bye.